Hi YouTubers, this is General Maddox for realnewsaustralia.com. Just like to bring something to your attention here. This is today's Courier Mail, Thursday, September 19. This is the main newspaper in Queensland, Australia. Front page, we've got zombie busters. Forget terrorism fears. The City Council is worried the undead might disrupt next year's G20 summit. As you all know, that Brisbane will be hosting the G20, the private organisation of world leaders to determine how they're going to screw up the world, I guess, in the next coming years. That meeting is being held here in Brisbane in 2014. If we go to the page where the actual article is, this is it here. It's got "Stop the Zombies, Forget Terrorists or Anti-Globalisation Protesters. Queensland's authorities have found a new fear for the G20 leaders during next year's summit." And the article goes on to talk about how the annual festival, the Zombie Walk, which happens as a fundraiser actually for the Brain Foundation of Australia. Last year they raised $55,000. Just a bunch of people having fun dressing up as zombies, because that's apparently what culture says we need to do these days, as you can see with all the zombie movies everywhere and zombie everything. So they actually go through, it's a peaceful thing, they go through and just dress up, have some fun and raise some money. I guess it's fairly harmless. Now they normally go around and walk, and they meet up at the RNA Showgrounds in Brisbane, which is sort of on the other side of the city. Now that apparently is in the exclusion zone, so they're not allowed to meet there. That's the exclusion zone, and it's not miles away, but it's a fair distance away, like from where the actual G20 summit's going to be held at the convention centre, which is actually on the other side of the river, on the other side of the city. So apparently that's too close, so they're not allowed to have their zombie walk there next year. Now, just so everyone knows, the G20 is actually in 2014. Now, the actual routes for the dignitaries will be taking has actually already been predetermined as well. Sources within Queensland Police have revealed that they've actually already been practicing. All the routes have been mapped out already, from where the dignitaries will be going, from where they're staying, to the conference and back and so forth. So that's already all been done for next year. And don't forget, folks, the G20 is a private organisation. It is not started by anyone. We didn't vote for this sort of organisation to come into power and to make all these plans. They have their own agenda. So you need to remember that as well, folks, that this is happening, and this is the power that they wield. These guys aren't allowed to have their charity fundraiser because it's too close to where they're happening. And the kicker here, folks, that makes it seem so unbelievable is, of course, that this zombie walk happens a month. 1 month before the actual G20 conference even happens, and they're not allowed to actually even do their walk to the RNA Showgrounds. So not only is it far enough away, but it's actually far enough away time-wise as well. It's a month before it happens, before the G20 is even here, and they're still not allowed to do it. This is the kind of people we're dealing with, folks. So this is General Maddox for realnewsaustralia.com, just keeping up with all the information for the G20. So make sure you stick around and jump on the website to see more.